This is a super good decision. Both this and being here. There's a funny tree I have to go look at. God, I'm related to my grandfather. I'm on Corfu! Oh God, I packed away my coat and my sweater and I put on my sunscreen and I'm just chilling out waiting for the people from the hostel to come get me. It's nice. I'm okay just hanging out in the sun. It's so hot, guys. The temperature was supposed to be like 22 degrees. It is warmer than 22 degrees. I'm standing on the balcony of my hostel right now. This no longer feels like real life. So the ocean is a little brisk. I was gonna go swimming, but it's chilly on my feet. In a nice way though, the sand is burning. I'm just gonna do a nice spin here so that you can see like all of the friggin' gorgeousness, because they're doing a lot of construction behind me, but like still. Like what? What? So fun. The water feels nice. Well, I went swimming. Water wasn't that bad. There were fish though. I don't know what they were. They were right along the bottom and you couldn't actually see the fish, or I couldn't right at first, because they blend in with the sand, camouflage. But the sun's directly overhead, so I could see all these shadows of fish and I was like, where are the fish? They were right along the bottom and they avoided me. It was fine. So Bournemouth was nice, but I mean, I prefer this beach. Just a little bit. I went swimming and now I'm dry and I'm hot. And I want to go swimming again. But I didn't actually bring enough sunscreen in order to reapply every like hour when I want to go wet swimming again. So try to decide if I just burn or if I stay out of the water. It's not a lot of options. I found a beach that's mostly locals though, so they're looking at me like I'm a crazy person because none of them brought cameras or phones or anything because they live here. Can you imagine living here? Anyways, this place doesn't seem real to me, but it is real and I'm here, and that's pretty fantastic. It's just so nice. So this is definitely the narrowest and steepest boat launch I've ever seen. But look at how cute it is. That's my hostel. That's a hostel? Alright, first, do you like my sunburn? I tried so hard. I'm going to take you on a tour of this coolest of hostels. So I mean, it doesn't look like much here, but it's clean, and the beds are solid. So that's good. It's an improvement on some hostels I've been to. This is my own personal courtyard. Well, me and the other 8 people in that room. Let me go show you the lemon grove. I'm not joking. That's our rooms and the bathroom at the end. And then come out here, and it's nature. That might be a private room, I'm not sure, but it's still part of the villa. And that's the way to the beach. We're not gonna go that way. Instead, we're gonna go this way. This is where I'm gonna eat breakfast and dinner, both of which are complimentary. We're gonna have dinner and watch the sunset. Right freaking there. Told ya! Also, this baby orchard. I'm not quite sure what's growing here, but it's super cute. Maybe it's olives. That's what grows in Greece, right? Olives? So the woman who runs the hostel where I'm staying told me that there's a beach that has lots of mud from the mountains and that it's really good for your skin and your hair and you can rub it all over and then let it dry and then rub it off with seaweed. And I thought, why the hell not? So I found it, which I was super impressed with. And there were some other people there, which is fine because it's how I found it. Well, that's not quite true. First, I stepped in the mud, slipped and hit my head on a tree branch and thought, oh, I was looking for mud, and then looked up and saw some people like doing the mud thing and was like, oh yeah, no, that's definitely what, and then I realized that they were naked. Anyways, on with my day. So, my hair's long enough that it can go in a ponytail. That happened really fast. Also, guess who rented a car? This is my Panda Fiat. We are going to be spending some quality time together today. Hopefully I don't kill anyone. got lost already. It's fine, whatever. I made it to the town of Corfu. I was supposed to stop at a couple other places before I got here, but I could not find them. I took a wrong road. However, I think I know where I am now. So I parked, and then I'll just have to turn around and then go, and then I should be able, because the guy who rented me the car gave me a map and like showed me where I should go, and first turn I made was apparently wrong. Surprised? I'm not. I keep seeing stuff and being like, it's weird how much this place reminds me of my trip to Greece. Sometimes I'm an idiot. So I'm at one of the forts in the town of Corfu. There are two. I don't know that I'll see the other one because I don't know that I can find it. But I highly recommend Corfu in April, at least mid-April, because it's super warm. Like, it's hot. I'm hot. And yet, I am virtually alone in this tourist of touristy places. I can hear people, but like, no one. It's pretty cool. So the church was weird. Like, the outside and the floor on the inside look old. But they've plastered the walls, and there's a wood ceiling that's painted, and then the art is old, but it's like Christian old, not old. So, I don't know. I love how unsupervised this fort is. Like, I could legit just sit there and dangle my legs off the edge or jump, and nobody would care. The stone is nice and cool. I don't really want to get out. Anyways. Seriously though, I am all by myself. What is happening? It's kind of neat. Well, we all know how I feel about caves. This isn't a cave, but I think we can extend it to cool tunnels. We also know how I feel about stairs. See at the top. You're probably like, Laura, what the hell? The view's the same as it was before. It's pretty close, but I'm a lot higher now. Worth it. Really out of shape, guys. Stairs. So, shockingly, I'm not lost. I made a wrong turn, but I realized it and I turned around in a safe manner. Which is hard to do in these roads. They're very narrow, they're very steep. When the rental guy was explaining the car to me, he told me that the horn is very useful, and it is when people are annoyed at me for going too slow, because it's hard to navigate at the best of times for me, and right now I can't read the signs or the map. But also, when you're going around the tight corners on the mountains, you're supposed to honk just to let people know that you're coming. So I'm randomly on top of a mountain. This island's pretty cool. I think it's safe to say that it is not peak tourist season when I get an entire beach to myself. Yeah, so that's cool. Apparently there's a monastery at the top of this mountain, hill, whatever you want to call it. And I've decided to walk because A, it's nice and I don't want to be in my car all day today. But also, the rental car only comes with 100 kilometers on it. Obviously, it'll keep driving after I pass 100, but then the rate gets exorbitant. I should have enough kilometers left to get home, but if I keep having to turn around and making wrong turns, I will not. So I'm saving them. I'm not wasting them on up and down the mountain. It's a lot of back and forth. I'm gonna be on this mountain for a while. That's my beach that no one was at. Not that one. That one, there are people. I went to that one. So I found the monastery, but I wasn't thinking, and guess who's not allowed in monasteries when they're wearing shorts? It's okay, they had a basket of skirts, just like super sack-like elastic waist skirts, so that anyone who is an idiot can just, no regrets, because, I mean, when people come here in the summer, everyone's going to be in shorts or skirts or, like, short things, so you need the over layer. But I looked stellar, let me tell you. This with the nice, like, floral patterned skirt that went down past my knees, super good looking. So I went on a boat tour to caves and other beaches, because you know I can't resist a good cave. I ended up in a boat, well, there were two boats, and they were both chock full of youths. They were great, actually. They made it way more fun. Totally Greek, couldn't understand a word they were saying. And yet, you absolutely know what they're saying because they're teenagers and it's super obvious. So they were a lot of fun. At one point, I'm going to include that clip, hopefully, and you won't see any of them because I thought that would be weird, but they just started singing, and it was like, then the other boat was singing. I had no idea what was going on, but it was great. Occasionally, the man driving the boat would look at me and be like, say something in English, and I'd be like, but I couldn't hear him over all the teenagers. Ours is definitely the party bus, that we have way more fun. And I don't know if they're from, like, if they're super local or if they're from the mainland or what, but, like, the driver just was great with them, and he let the one kid drive, and it was fun. Although, they were clearly terrified of me because I had, like, the best seat and nobody would come near me, so I felt a little bad that I took up half the boat, or half the front of the boat. Oh, I meant to say before about the hostel. Like, the food is great, and you know me and food and how much I don't like any food, but it's just, and it's so cool. And like, I ate a Greek salad. You know me and vegetables. I ate it. I won't say that I liked all of it. The feta cheese was like, it was the best goddamn cheese I've had in my life. It was not like feta cheese at home, but ooh, it was good. Oh yeah, and then one of the daughters of the family, she's like my age, maybe a couple years older, but she was teaching us traditional Greek dancing. We were terrible at it. Yesterday's boat ride, I just remembered this, but I thought it was funny. So, we're all in the boat. I have no idea what's going on. I mean, I know that I signed up for a cave and other beaches tour, but otherwise, it's all Greek. It's all Greek to me. It's the second time I've made that joke. And so the first cave was like right out the gate, and we didn't even leave the bay. We just like tootled over and went to go look in the cave. And then as we get out of that cave and we're pointing out into open sea, we start hitting the swells, and I remembered that the last time I was in a boat that size, I got seasick. I was like, great, now I'm in with a bunch of kids, they're gonna love it. But it was fine. Probably because we didn't stop to fish. This is my last morning, so I'm just reflecting before breakfast because I got up early. Apparently when I'm in hostels, I just get up early. But they don't serve breakfast till 8:30, and then I'll leave sometime between 9:30 and 10, so this is kind of it. And I'm facing you instead of the ocean, so that you can see the ocean. I hope you're happy. I'm not going to say the names of the places that I went to because I can't pronounce them, but I'll make a list down below if you want to see, and then I'll have links to the Facebook page where I'll put all the pictures. So, had a great time. I'm so glad I decided to do this. It seemed a bit ridiculous. At first I was like, really, Lori? You're gonna go to Greece when you have 3 days? Yeah, do it. I mean, not from Canada, I'm sorry, but anybody watching from somewhere a little closer. 3 days is totally feasible. I'm gonna go for a last walk along the beach. This has been by far the best weather of all of my excursion trips. If you want to check them out, I have been to Nottingham, Belfast, Bournemouth, and Bristol. It's 9:30 and I'm at the airport. I have to go home. I don't want to. Thanks for watching. Bye.